have the remote.
Uh-oh.
Not that I really want to be honest.
But better to have it,
Your
even if
job.
you don't want it.
Yeah.
Pro Tem wields a lot of power and authority there.
Look out.
That's right.
Sorry. The authority of the clock.
Good thing we don't use all that communications, though. I tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish. Did I just say that?
I believe you did.
Yeah. We can put it in the rules next to, right? I mean,
Yeah, I think we might. Calling to order the Monday, October 6th, 2025 meeting of the 40th Council of the City of Berkeley. Ms. Mitchell, please call the roll.
Councilmember Baker,
Here.
Councilmember Black, Mayor Pro Tem Gavin,
Here.
Councilmember Hennon,
Here.
Councilmember Patterson,
Here.
Councilmember Malani,
Here.
Mayor Dean.
Here. Our first order of business is the approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
So moved.
Motion made by Mayor Pro Tem Gavin,
Support.
with support from Councilmember Hennon. Are there any changes or corrections? Seeing none, Ms. Mitchell, will you please call the roll?
Gavin,
Yes.
Hennon,
Yes.
Patterson,
Yes.
Malani,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Dean.
Yes, the agenda has been approved. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we've come to the portion of the meeting for public comment, and this public comment section is for items that are not on tonight's agenda. You'll have an opportunity to speak on each agenda item as it's presented. When you come to the microphone, please state your name, city of residence, and direct your comments to the chair. You'll have 3 minutes to tell us what's on your mind and in your heart. Okay, after all that, seeing no public comment, I'm going to close public comments. Ms. Mitchell, please read the items on tonight's consent agenda.
1, approval of the minutes. Matter of approving the minutes of the 40th regular city council meeting on Monday, September 22nd, 2025. City council work session on Monday, September 22nd, 2025. And the special city council meeting on Monday, September 29th, 2025. 2, motion number M8925. Matter of approving a budgeted purchase of 2 new Exmark Laser X Series 820 KAW EFI 72-inch mowers and accessories from Weinbratz of Utica, Michigan in the amount of $33,750.94. This purchase is budgeted under account number 101-441-982-000 ball field equipment. 3, motion number M9025, matter of approving the 2025-26 winter maintenance agreement between the Road Commission for Oakland County and the City of Berkeley. The city will be reimbursed a total of $12,947.94, which will be paid in 2 installments, $6,473.97 due in December 2025, and $6,473.97 due in March 2026. 4, motion number M9125, matter of approving the purchase of rock salt for winter maintenance activities utilizing the Farmington Hills Minton Cooperative Purchasing Program for the 2025-26 season. 5, motion number M9225, matter of awarding the contract for the library study room construction project to Christopher Gray Remodeling and Design LLC at the cost of $31,000, as well as $3,500 for construction contingencies. This is a budget expense from account 101-267-976-271, library building improvements. 6, proclamation number P2525, matter proclaiming October 2025 as Berkeley Area Chamber of Commerce Month. 7, proclamation number P2625, matter proclaiming October 2025 as National Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Motion made by Councilmember Hennon,
Support.
with support from Councilmember Baker. Are there any changes or corrections? Seeing none, Ms. Mitchell, please call the roll.
Gavin,
Yes.
Hennan,
Yes.
Patterson,
Yes.
Valani,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Dean.
Yes, the consent agenda has passed. Ms. Mitchell, please read item number 1 on tonight's regular agenda.
Recognitions, presentations, matter of receiving any recognitions or presentations from the consent agenda.
Thank you. I've asked Councilmember Valani to read P 2525.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. A proclamation of the Council of the City of Berkley, Michigan, proclaiming October 2025 as Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce Month. Whereas the Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce works with the Berkley area business community to advance the civic, economic, personal, social, and cultural systems of our area, and whereas the Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce has contributed to the protection of commerce and the Berkley business climate for over 35 years since its incorporation, and whereas the Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce, under the guidance of its board of directors, works to promote the region's business community through education, information, and the many networking and training opportunities that are developed by the Chamber. And whereas the Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce and its members provide citizens with a strong business environment that increases employment, retail trade and commerce, and business growth to make the city of Berkley a better place to live. And whereas the Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce supports the municipalities by hosting the State of Cities event, which provides updates from the City of Berkley, the City of Huntington Woods, the Berkley School District, and the Downtown Development Authority, and the Chamber itself to the citizens. And whereas the Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce encourages the growth of existing services and commercial firms and encourages new firms and individuals to locate in the City of Berkley. And whereas the Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce is supported by the financial and volunteer resources of over 150 small and medium-sized businesses located and operating in the Berkley and Huntington Woods area. Now therefore, the City of Berkley hereby proclaims, Section 1, that the month of October 2025 is hereby proclaimed as Berkley Area Chamber of Commerce Month in the City of Berkley. Proclaimed this 6th day of October 2025 at a regular meeting of the Berkley City Council, signed Mayor Bridget Dean.
Thank you. I've asked Councilmember Baker to read P 2525.
Thank you, Your Honor. A proclamation of the Council of the City of Berkley, Michigan, proclaiming October 2025 as National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Whereas October 2025 is National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and whereas National Breast Cancer Awareness Month, NBCAM, educates women and men about the early breast cancer detection, diagnosis, and treatment, and whereas NBCAM is dedicated to increasing public knowledge about the importance of early detection of breast cancer with national public service organizations, professional associations, and government agencies who work together to ensure that NBCAM message is heard by thousands of women, men, and their families. And whereas October 20th, 2025 is National Mammography Day, and so on this day or throughout the month, women are encouraged to make a mammography appointment. And whereas mammograms are the best method to detect breast cancer early when it is easier to treat. And whereas breast cancer is the most common cancer except for skin cancers, and is estimated in 2025 that there will be more than 316,950 new cases of female breast cancer, and an estimated 42,170 people will die from this disease. And whereas, although breast cancer in men is rare, in 2025 an estimated 2,800 men will be diagnosed with breast cancer in the United States. And whereas there are more than 4 million breast cancer survivors in the United States, and whereas the statistics are staggering, yet we are encouraged to know that the survival rates have been drastically improved in recent years due to increased awareness and innovative advancements in early detection and treatment. And whereas physicians, researchers, public health officials, and advocates have made tremendous progress in the fight against breast cancer, which is evident by the decline in mortality rates from this disease nationwide. Now, therefore, the City of Berkley hereby proclaims, Section 1, that the month of October 2025 is hereby proclaimed as National Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the City of Berkley. Proclaim the 6th day of October 2025 at a regular meeting of the Berkeley City Council. Signed, Bridget Dean, Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Mitchell, will you please read item number 2 on tonight's agenda?
Motion number M9325, matter of designating Saturday, December 6, 2025 for the annual holiday parade and tree lighting ceremony in Berkeley. The approval is conditional upon the submission of required items and documents prior to the event dates.
Is there a motion to approve M 9395?
So moved.
Sorry, 25. Motion made by Councilmember Patterson.
Support.
With support from Councilmember Baker. Ms. Van Vleck.
I'm going to give this over to Clerk Mitchell. I do want to identify, though, there's a typo in our memo that I take accountability for. And it says, members of both organizations were advised that the cost of the parade and tree lighting due to the city will be $14,362. That's the full cost. So it's 40% of. So
Okay.
we're missing just where it says 40% of.
Thank you for
So to note
clarifying that.
Yes. And that has also been, they've been told in an email that the cost to the city, the estimate is $14,362, of which 40% is currently the policy.
Okay, thank you.
Apologies.
Important clarification. Ms. Mitchell.
Yes, as we previously stated, the holiday parade and tree lighting ceremony will take place on Saturday, December 6th. It is a joint effort between the Berkeley Holiday Lights Committee and the Berkeley Junior Women's Club event. The appropriate staff met with members of both organizations, and we vetted the event, and full staff approvals were granted. And it was communicated to the committees that the cost will be 40% of $14,362.10. We do have members of both committees here this
Great.
evening.
Come on up.
Report.
We would love to hear from you.
First, I hope that I can make
Yeah.
this on December 6th. Freezing. What else do you want to know? It's the 20th year.
Wow.
21st, thank you, Martha. And Martha has been with me for 21 years. Is there anybody else? Anybody else? Anyway, Saturday, December 6th, the parade promptly kicks off at 5:30 p.m. We will once again close down Griffith, north of 12 Mile. It's going to be a little bit bigger this year. We're trying something new, a daytime market. Kris Kringle jingle or whatever. We came up with all different kinds. And then from 1 until 4 is our petting zoo. And 1 till 4 is the warming station where they can come mix s'mores and do all that kind of good stuff. We're trying to grow it. I would like to thank Bridget Dean for her huge support in helping us. We need money. We are 100% volunteers. I stand up here every year saying, we need people, we need bodies, we need support of donations from our business community and from our residents who love this event. But it doesn't happen for free. Everything, it's eye-opening, but everything costs. When we have marching bands, there's bus travel for them. Southfield, which I said, I'll drive you. Their travel expense is $1,200. That's not including having the band. My carriages are like $1,200. Which I'm hoping that we can get them for one last year. But yeah, I'd just like to thank all of you, okay, for wanting to see this go forward, and we understand completely the fees that have to be paid, and thank you for reducing those fees. And we just need help, that's all.
So I would just like to point out that the parade committee now has their 501c3. So
Yes, we do.
You know, it makes charitable giving much easier. And I will shine a light on Quality Roots, who gave a very, very generous
Yes.
donation to the parade this year. And I would love to see other businesses in Berkeley follow suit.
Made me cry.
Well, it was when they first came to Berkeley, one of the things that Eric Clark said to me was, we want to be good community partners.
Yeah.
And he wasn't kidding. And so we're very grateful that
Yes.
he agreed to do this for the
Yes.
parade. We're very thankful for that. So, and
awesome.
individuals can contribute as well. I think it's
Absolutely.
important in a community that it's something that we all enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And similar to when we redo a park or have a service dog or
Yes.
police dog, any contribution to that is welcome.
Yes.
I will never forget the story when Bacon Park was redone. There was a gentleman just going for a walk, and he stopped and said, "What's going on here?" And I said, "Well, they're redoing the park, and here's the plan, and they're fundraising at this table." And he
Right.
shared fond memories of when his children grew up and played at that park, and now his grandchildren. And he went over to the table and he took some money out of his wallet. And so it's an opportunity truly for everyone
Yes.
to contribute to this
It was-
much-loved city event.
Yes. We had a fundraiser on the night of Cruise Fest.
Oh, mhm.
And, just sold hot dogs and did all that. And there were so many people that said, we love this. We love this. We had the Angel Dads, PTA, and the Patton Guild Dads, and they're competing against each other. They're going to see who can build the best floats. And I said, go
Good.
for it.
Good.
Go for it, And so it definitely, and people love this event, and they will support this event. So, yeah.
Absolutely. So before you go, any questions or discussion from council? Councilmember
just-
Patterson?
Couple things. One, thank you for inviting us to your meetings.
Yeah.
It was eye-opening to see a band cost $1,200 to be bused from
Yeah.
Southfield. It blew my mind. But also thank you for your passion and to your committee, all of you guys, for putting this on for our residents of Berkeley. It's not free, and your hours that you put in are priceless, and the committee. So thank you for what you do for
Thank
our
you for
residents.
coming to our meetings. Thank you. It was nice having you guys come anytime.
Councilmember Baker.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for bringing this to us tonight and for all the amazing work. It's an incredible team. Please pass along my regards and compliments as well. Love this event. It's super fun. I was just curious. We had a good conversation. I think we've made the case very well why people should contribute and donate and sign up to volunteer, those kinds of things. What are some ways that they can actually do that? Is there a website? Is there a tin can? If I wanted to do this right now, what would I do to contribute?
Website.
Angela, come on up to the microphone, please.
Yeah.
I want everyone to hear it.
Websites, locations. I don't know if they could go to your place.
Yeah.
I have people that will stop by and drop off checks made out to Holiday Parade Committee.
I'm now that we have the 501c3, I'm in the process of switching over. We have a Venmo account. That's a long story. We do have a Venmo account technically, but now that we have the 501c3, I'm going to set up. I kind of donated my personal Venmo for that.
You can't get it back.
I can't get it back now,
Oh,
which is fine.
okay.
But now that we have the 501c3, I think I can set it up so it has its own. As far as, obviously you guys know we have the cafe. You're more than welcome to come by. My husband was the one that designed our website, I believe. You can donate on the website through a Stripe account, but don't quote me on that.
Okay.
He knows all of the tech
Bring
things.
them next time.
Yeah. Oh, I will.
We also are we have a little mailbox, which. It looks like
Right.
Santa's mailbox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Starting when?
Next week.
Perfect. So next.
Lettered right now.
Okay, next week at the Lunch Cafe, there will be a small mailbox looking like Santa's kind of, mail for Santa.
Yes.
So people can drop their envelopes in there with checks for the parade.
Yep.
Excellent.
One quick follow-up to that about the volunteer side. Do you have a Facebook or Instagram presence that people could use to
We
Yes.
have
reach
we have
out,
both.
volunteer,
Both, yep.
that kind of stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanna
Any
get
handles
the-
you want to share? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wanna get the website,
Facebook,
just so I don't
it's
forget it.
Berkeley Holiday Lights Parade.
Berkeley Holiday Lights Parade.
Yep.
Okay.
And the website is too, I think.
I always screw up the
Berkeley
website because I put in too many words. Yeah, we have. I typically do the web or the social media side of it, but I have about 6 other things, social media wise, that I manage. So we have, it's Berkeley Holiday Parade. BerkeleyHolidayParade.com. Sure, we'll go with that. BerkeleyHolidayParade.com. Facebook, we try and keep things up mainly on Facebook.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot of traffic on Instagram.
Okay.
Not entirely sure why, but
Okay.
yeah.
Councilmember Villani.
Councilmember Baker asked my question.
Oh, okay, perfect. Any other comments or questions? Okay. Thank you so much. I am going to open this up to public comment, if there's any public comment on this agenda item. Okay. Seeing none, thank you again for all of your hard work. And Ms. Mitchell, will you please call the roll on M9325?
Hennan,
Yes.
Patterson,
Yes.
Villani,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gavin,
Yes.
Dean.
Yes. The motion has passed.
Yay.
Ms. Mitchell, please read item number 3 on tonight's agenda.
Motion number M9425, matter of considering a workforce housing payment in lieu of taxes pilot for the Columbia.
Is there a motion to approve M9425?
So moved.
Motion made by Councilmember Hennan
Support.
with support from Mayor Pro Tem Gavin. Ms. Van Vleck.
I think, as you know, City Council approved the Workforce Payment in Lieu of Taxes, or pilot ordinance, in the spring, which included several standards for council to consider when reviewing pilot applications. Just a little bit of background on where pilots came from. The State Housing Development Authority Act was passed in 1966 to provide opportunities for low-income housing with federal funding administered by the Michigan State Housing Development Authority. This is accomplished through a payment in lieu of taxes, or pilot system. In 2022, recognizing that there was a gap between low-income housing and market-rate housing, and with the intention to increase the supply and affordability of housing, the state legislature expanded opportunities for local communities to use similar incentives to promote workforce housing, which is defined as 80 to 120% of the area median income. In cases where private financing cannot support the cost of a project, gaps can be filled by public programs and/or incentives like a pilot in order to make development feasible for investors to build in the community, more or less creating a financial stack to bridge the financial gaps. As part of the pilot incentive, a developer or property owner pays a set percentage of rental income, so 1 to 10%, instead of a standard property tax for 15 years with optional extensions. Public benefits may also be offered to offset some of the loss in tax revenue. The city's first application for the use of the pilot program was received for the Columbia development in August of this year. The applicant is proposing a mix of studios and one-bedroom units at varying area median income levels. The city has held 2 separate public special work sessions. The first was held on September 22nd, and the second was tonight, with the Columbia Group working through the proposed terms of the pilot. Per the city's pilot ordinance, the application has to be considered at a regular meeting of council within 60 days of receiving it. Therefore, the application, in its original terms that were proposed, must be considered on tonight's agenda. As updated terms were discussed at the special work session just earlier tonight, it is recommended that City Council postpone the vote on this item until the next council meeting on October 20th, when the application and its updated terms will be presented.
Thank you. So, per the city manager's recommendation, Councilmember Hennan, since you were the motion maker, do you wish to withdraw your motion, reformat it?
Yes, I'd like to amend the motion to move to postpone consideration of M9425 to our next regular meeting on October 20, 2025.
And are you good with that, Mayor Pro Tem Gavin? Okay, so Ms. Mitchell, please call the roll on the restated, amended motion, M9425.
Patterson,
Yes.
Villani,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gavin,
Yes.
Hennan,
Yes.
Dean.
Yes, the motion has passed. Ms. Mitchell, please read item number 4 on tonight's regular agenda.
Motion number M9525, matter of considering special land use approval for a pharmacy use in the residential corridor district at 3462 Greenfield Road on the west side of Greenfield Road, north of 12 Mile Road.
Is there a motion to approve M 9525?
So moved.
Support?
Motion made by Councilmember Patterson with support from Councilmember Valani. Ms. Van Vleck?
I'm going to swing this over to Director Kapelansky to introduce.
Perfect. Hello.
Good evening. I will hit the highlights on this one. It's fairly straightforward. There were some new non-residential structures constructed on Greenfield over the last year. One of those was 3462 Greenfield. This was developed under the old zoning ordinance, so it was kind of like one of the last ones in under the old ordinance. And now they're trying to fill those suites with tenants. One of the tenants that has been proposed is a pharmacy. This would take up one tenant space. The current zoning of the property is residential corridor, and pharmacies are listed as a special land use in this district. So that's why they're before you this evening. They're not proposing any site changes. It would just be to move into the tenant space. The Planning Commission did go through all of the various items to consider that are listed in the zoning ordinance as part of their discussion at their previous meeting. They did recommend approval and found all of those conditions had been met. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have.
Thank you.
I just have one. There's no proposed drive-through.
Nope,
Or
drive-throughs
it's-
are not allowed.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay. All
good.
public comment on this agenda item? Seeing none? Ms. Mitchell, please call the roll on M. I'm sorry.
This one needs a more formal.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, because it's a special land use. Okay, so, Councilmember Patterson?
Can I make a motion to approve with, I have to read all of these? What page are they on?
The Planning Commission motion in the draft minutes listed all of the conditions as well, if you just wanted that as reference.
I'm prepared to read it if you wanted that.
Can I unmake the motion? How do I do that to pass
Can we
it
just
over
tell
to
them
him?
page number?
I want to
Is
unmotion.
it the PDF on
Yeah.
the? I can't find it.
You
Two?
haven't made a motion yet. Did he make a motion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you start it.
Yeah, he approved the motion as it was stated, but because it's a special land use, then we have to restate the motion.
So someone can offer an amendment.
So I'll offer an amendment
Thank you.
to the motion to recommend approval of PSU 0425 at 3462 Greenfield Road with the following findings. The proposed plan meets the standards of approval in Chapter 138, Section 10.03, and will not have negative impacts related to and/or is compatible with the following: compatible with adjacent land uses, compatible with the master plan, traffic impacts, impacts on public service, compliance with zoning standards, and impact on overall environment.
Are you good with
I
that,
accept
Councilmember
that.
Valani? And she's good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, now, Ms. Mitchell, please call the roll, call the roll on the amended motion, M 9525.
Valani,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Gavin,
Yes.
Hennan,
Yes.
Patterson,
Yes.
Dean.
Yes, the motion has passed. Ms. Mitchell, please read item number 5 on tonight's regular agenda.
Resolution number R-1725, matter of adopting a resolution approving amended investment policy.
Is there a motion to approve R 1725?
So moved.
Motion made by Mayor Pro Tem Gavin
Support?
with support from Councilmember Hennan. Ms. Van Vleck?
I'll ask our Director Johnson to take this one. This is one of many policies that the department has been working on updating. So this one in particular needs to be passed by, or needs to be approved by council.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I was sure everybody was here for the investment policy. I'm so disappointed.
Yes.
You know. So what I have before you tonight is when our treasurer retired in May, we reformatted the department, and now we have a combined finance director / treasurer position like we had a few years ago. So as part of that, I was reviewing all the treasury policies, and the investment policy that we have passed, is a 4-pager, and of course, you know, I have to add stuff to it, really was the bare minimum. And what's really drives the investment policy is PA 20. So the state of Michigan basically says under PA 20 that no matter who's doing the investing there, you can't invest in anything that you're going to lose principal. We don't want the city's payroll dollars in the stock market on a bad day when we're supposed to be paying everybody's payroll. It's extremely restricted. So it's the top highest grades of investments. They have to be short in duration. CDs, money markets, commercial paper, again, very restrictive. And not only Berkeley, but all cities in Michigan, all communities in Michigan must follow that. And that's the essence of what you have here. The reason it went from 4 pages to 14 pages, the Carl Fluff, is I wanted to add more clarification to it. So there's a section in there that says on a quarterly basis, finance will present a report to you, just like the other quarterly reports, that shows what our investments are. What are we investing in? So while you don't specifically say what they're invested in, at least you should be kept abreast of the type of investments we have and be able to comment on those and see how we're doing. With this formal investment policy, what I've historically done is I solicit the assistance from investment managers. I give them our investment policy that says this is what our policy is, passed by the mayor and council, and this is what I need you to ensure that any investments you're recommending to the city comply with this and follow this, et cetera. So it's on them to ensure that anything they're presenting to me for possible investment, that it complies with PA 20 and obviously our investment policy there. It also puts the onus on the treasurer as well to ensure that the banks we're investing with are sound, so on an annual basis getting their financial statements. Not that we're financial experts in banking or whatever, but there's enough experts out there that I'm in touch with that assists with screening some of those things. And it's a matter of using as many different entities as we can. And you'll see there's a list in the back there of banks and investment managers that I've commonly used at other municipalities as well. So that's really the essence of the investment policy. I think it's a better beefed up product than what we had before. The essence is the same, all of the requirements, there's no new requirements at the state. It's just a matter of adding some more meat to it. So with that,
great.
Take any questions?
Thank you. Questions? Councilmember Patterson?
I just want to say thank you. This is a well-done document, easy to read, easy to understand. I do agree it needed to be beefed up, so while your memo may have been short, the document wasn't, so I appreciate both.
I appreciate that, thanks.
Mayor Pro Tem Gavin?
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a couple quick questions. I know this might bleed over a little bit into the next agenda item, but what, if any, interaction are we going to have with the LGIP? So I know it's listed as a other financial service institution with Oakland County Local Government Investment Pool. Will there be any continued association with that, or are we looking to completely move away from that?
So you know me, I'm all about the money.
Yes.
So we literally still have a balance with the Oakland County Investment Pool. It's just significantly reduced because it's all about the earnings level. When COVID hit, they really bottomed out as far as what their rate of return was, and it fell below a lot of other options, which is why we reduced our holdings there. But I still fully intend to use them whenever the opportunity is there.
Great.
The investment opportunity is there.
That kind of leads into my other two, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So you were talking about, obviously, the returns and everything like that. Given the size of the LGIP, we feel pretty confident that the hard dollars that'll be coming back in investment will exceed that going with Michigan class.
Well, again,
I mean, as much as you can tell.
It really all depends. Michigan class for the past couple years has exceeded the return level, but the Oakland County Investment Pool is creeping back up there.
Yeah.
They had longer term investments, and when the bottom fell out, they invested in some lower yielding stuff that takes time to mature, whereas Michigan class is more of a 270-day investment pool, so theirs stayed higher quicker than the LGIP. But I could easily see those two being very comparable very soon.
I appreciate it, and that actually answered my third question. I was wondering what made Michigan class, because 5, 6 years ago, they were not as high, and so I was wondering kind of what happened to make that switch.
It's funny you bring that up, because I was one that anytime they approached me for the last 15, 20 years, I'm like, don't talk to me. Your yield, for lack of a better word, stinks.
Yeah.
It used to just be in money markets and that kind of stuff, and literally it was the lowest of low. They finally got the message, and they hired some investment managers that now do a lot of commercial paper, a lot of 270-day commercial paper, and that's where the yield is. So they've been one of the top performers because they only invest in that stuff, and it's in when the market rebounded up to the 4, 5, 6% yields.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that was yielding the most, and that's what has been most beneficial. In addition to that, they also before 3 o'clock every day, they will, if you request funds, they will send it to you within an hour. So it has really made investing easier. So I like to maximize the return. Again, every dime counts here.
Yeah.
So I literally will look how much we have in the checkbook, when's my next check run, or what's outstanding, and I'll move 100,000 over there, or 200,000, or whatever it is. And if accounts payables tomorrow, I'll move 200,000 today or on Friday, and return it back on Monday just so I can get an extra nickel.
Yeah,
So-
that's great. Well, thank
Yeah.
you very much for that, but also the beefed up policy. I think it's great. So
Yeah,
thank
that
you very much for the
flexibility
time.
is one of the attractive things there, and along with their yield. So,
Great.
but the county's been the same way too. I have a great relationship with those.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for your attention to this, Mr. Johnson. I know that's one of the things that we had, as a council, have been looking at, and could more be done. And so thank you for taking the initiative and making these changes so that we get a better yield. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Okay. Public comment on this agenda item. Seeing none, Ms. Mitchell, please call the roll on R 1725.
Baker,
Yes.
Gavin,
Yes.
Hennan,
Yes.
Patterson,
Yes.
Valani,
Yes.
Dean.
Yes, the resolution has passed. Ms. Mitchell, please read item number 6 on tonight's regular agenda.
Resolution number R 1825, matter of approving a resolution authorizing the treasurer to complete the necessary application for the city to become a member of the Michigan Class Investment Pool.
Is there a motion to approve R 1825?
So moved.
Motion made by Councilmember Baker
Support.
with support from Mayor Pro Tem Gavin. Mr. Johnson?
Well, this is one of those annoying things that I get here. So you just passed an investment policy that says I can invest with them, but they won't take my money until you formally say I can invest specifically with them.
Okay.
So that's literally all this motion is a formal recognition of you saying, yes, we can invest with Michigan Class.
Council, questions? Great. Public comment? Seeing none, Ms. Mitchell, please call the roll on R 1825.
Gavin,
Yes.
Hennan,
Yes.
Patterson,
Yes.
Valani,
Yes.
Baker,
Yes.
Dean.
Yes, the resolution has passed. Ms. Mitchell, we are at our communications portion. Which council member will go first?
Councilmember Hennan.
Okay.
All right. For the tree board, they are making plans around outreach and education. And this season's new street trees will be planted in late November or early December. Their next meeting will be Monday, October 27th at 7 p.m. The Zoning Board of Appeals will have 4 cases to hear. That's on Monday, October 13th at 7 p.m. And then my next Talk with Dennis office hours are going to be Tuesday, October 14th from 6 to 8 at the library. Come and ask your questions or share your concerns. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Baker.
Thank you, Your Honor. Our Downtown Development Authority Board, DDA Board, meets in 2 days' time, Wednesday, October 8th, starting at 8:15 in the morning. Please come in and engage in the discussion, and it's officially Berkley Month here in the city, as Chuck, which is awesome. And one of the events coming up this week, in fact, on Thursday, the 9th, is a Witches' Night Out. So there'll be trolleys and all sorts of fun stuff. The shops will be open late. We're activating the Pocket Park at Dorothea, and there will be a Dorothea night market there, which will be really fun, exciting too. So come check that out. For more information, visit downtownberkeley.com. Historical Committee meets next week's Tuesday, and as part of Berkley Month, please enjoy the Roseland Park Cemetery Tour coming up on Saturday, October 18th. It's during the day, so you don't have to worry too much. And there'll be folks stationed throughout the cemetery to talk about some of the famous people that it's their permanent residence now. So there'll be a map and all this kind of really fun stuff. So come check that out. And for more information on that and other great things going on, you can visit berkeleyhistory.com. Or for the cemetery tour in particular, you can also see the downtownberkeley.com for that. Just real quickly, the Berkeley Days Committee met last week, and they're cooking up some terrific ideas. I popped in and said hi to the team. Love what they're doing. They have some really great stuff. And they're zooming in on a particular set of dates for the 100th anniversary of Berkeley Days, which technically will be on September 11th of 2026, because on that day, 100 years prior, was the actual very first parade celebrating the paving of Coolidge Highway, which was named after the president at the time. So that's kind of cool. But Dr. Seuss once wrote, "The more that you read, the more things you will know. And the more that you learn, the more places you'll go." Berkeley, this is also a National Library Month. Just wanted to congratulate our library and all the amazing staff that work there, all the people that support it. Please know that our library doesn't discriminate on the books it carries. There's equal opportunity to access all of the books. You may have read about other libraries and institutions choosing to not make some material available, and I'm really happy that we have open access to all books, which encourages empathy, critical thinking, and informed discussions. So please be sure to put a bookmark in your book when you reach out and hug somebody you love. Thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem Gavin.
Thank you, Your Honor. I want to keep it short and sweet tonight. The Parks and Rec Advisory Meeting will be Thursday, October 9th, this Thursday at 7 p.m. at the Community Center. And the Library Board meeting will be Wednesday, October 15th at 7 p.m. at the library. That's all I have.
Thank you. Councilmember Villani.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. The Environmental Advisory Committee, the next meeting is October 16th at 6:30 p.m. on the second floor of the Public Safety Building. And from our Berkeley Area Chamber, it is almost time for the Berkeley State of the City that will be coming up on October 24th at 8 a.m. It will be held at the American Legion. Those who attend will be able to hear updates on current accomplishments and what's coming up in the next year from Berkeley, Huntington Woods, Oak Park, the Berkeley School District, the DDA, and the Chamber. We'll also be honoring the Business of the Year and the Business Person of the Year who have been supporting our community. Tickets are $30 and seating is limited, so please get those tickets now.
Thank you. Councilmember Patterson.
Thank you, Your Honor. The Beautification Committee met. They're still working on their Adopt a Garden. Hopefully, they'll have a program launch for spring. And they're also working on their Holiday Luminary project. It might be a little bit different this year. They're planning on doing it in Bacon Park, so have it in a central location, hopefully to get enough of those luminaries to light up the park. So it's kind of neat. The Planning Commission met. Obviously, we just approved the project, so that's what they heard and did a public hearing on. So pretty simple on that one. That was their only agenda item, so thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Van Vleck.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to give an update on our Parks and Recreation Master Plan update process. So we have a survey out. It can be found online and on our Facebook pages. It closes on October 12th, so it's really important that everybody responds to that. I think we have very limited space here in the city, so understanding what people's priorities are for how we use that space is really important. We wish we had space for all the things, but we don't. So it's really important that as we plan out the next 5 years, we have an understanding of the community as a whole and how they want to use that space. So respond to the survey by October 12th. We're also in coordination with the night market. We're going to be doing an engagement. A few of us from the city will just be at Coffee and Bark with some materials and survey and ways to get to the survey. And then just be there to speak about what people want to see in the future, kind of a small, informal focus group. That we'll be at Coffee and Bark, and then we'll be at the night market across the street at Dorothea. So that'll be in the evening. We will probably be there around 4 o'clock for a few hours. And then the next and last open house is being held on October 23rd at the Community Center from 7 to 8.
Thank you. Ms. Hamame, welcome.
Thank you.
Any updates, any communication?
No, nothing. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. So this past Saturday, the Legion hosted a recognition dinner for the DPW, highlighting all the work that they do. And I also want to highlight the changes in leadership that they've experienced and how they've adapted. I think it's nice to see Adam grow into his role. Sean, it's great to see you grow into yours, separate yet still connected too. And I just want to express my gratitude to the men and women of the Department of Public Works for everything that you do all year round. And while we're sleeping, while it's raining, while it's snowing, you're out there getting it done. I want to recognize the League of Women Voters and thank them again for their candidate forum last Wednesday, well, 2 Wednesdays ago, September 24th. And really, it was held here in council chambers, and it's just another way to be informed about the candidates. So you can go to their website. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's the League of Women Voters Oakland, and you can see the recording of the candidate forum here, and it will assist you in making your choices this November 4th. I want to also point out that, separate from the league, but our public safety department was well represented at the incident in Grand Blanc. The Oakland County Fire and Law Enforcement, OCTAC, and the Oakland County Incident Management Team were involved from its inception. And I just want to thank specifically PSO Justin DeLong, the Incident Management Team, Lieutenant Corey Miller, Michigan Task Force 1, and Chief Kane, OCTAC, for responding to the scene and offering their assistance. And then finally, my next stop on the Mayor's Roadshow is Bombshell Treat Bar, and I will be there Saturday, October 18th from 6 to 8 p.m. So come before dinner, eat dessert first, come after dinner, have dessert. But I really am looking forward to having conversations, listening to your concerns and hearing your questions and answering them to the best of my ability. So that's all I have, and I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support. Motion made by Councilmember Patterson with support from Councilmember Villani. Ms. Mitchell, would you please call the roll?
Patterson.
Yes.
Valani.
Yes.
Baker.
Yes.
Gavin.
Yes.
Hennon.
Yes.
Dean.
Yes. The Monday, October 6, 2025 meeting of the 40th Council of the City of Berkeley is adjourned.